Hey guys, and welcome to my October project pan update. We got another month down and just 2 months left in the year for me to finish up some products. The Benefit POREfessional Deluxe sample, that's been done. And I have a red apple lipstick in Coral Crush that I have finished. And so after I finished that lipstick, I went ahead and swapped in another lipstick. So this is the shade Strawberry Lips from Red Apple Lipstick. And you can see I just have a tiny nub left. So here is my progress. You can see I'm right there at that bottom mark for this update. So you can see I made a lot of progress on this lipstick. It's a nice light shade. It's very moisturizing, but doesn't have a lot of staying power. The Red Apple Lipstick formula, it's not one of those ones that's going to last through eating, so I do have to reapply this quite a bit. So I do think that I will be finished with this little nub by the next month update, which is great. I'll have 2 lipsticks out of my collection, and I want to replace them with some different colors. So I'm excited about that. And then the other item is this Garnier BB Cream, which I stopped using because it was breaking my face out. So that is just out. So the last thing that I am panning is this eyeshadow palette. This is the Tarte Be Matte-nificent palette. It was limited edition a few years ago. So let me go ahead and insert a clip of where my palette was last month. And then here is this palette now. As you can see, I've definitely made some progress. One of the things I wanted to do was hit side pan on this cream color, which you can see I did, and now I'm kind of working towards this edge. That's actually the top edge if you have the palette right side up. So that's there. I didn't use this light brown shade too much this month, maybe just a couple of times. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little bit of a dip going in the dark purple shade. I hadn't originally planned on working on this shade, but playing around with this palette, I was able to find a really fun smoky purple eye, which is actually what I'm wearing today. And I feel like it's not too much where I can't wear it to work, so I've been trying to wear that a couple times a week, and I have a little bit of a dent in that purpley shade. This shade isn't particularly pigmented, and I feel it kind of applies a little bit patchy, so I do have to build it up a bit. Now, I have had this palette for a few years, so I'm not sure if it's just like a dud shadow, or maybe it's just a little bit old. It's not as good as it used to be, because I don't have that problem with any of the other shades. But so, I don't know, we might maybe hit pan on that by the end of the year if I'm good and keep wearing the smoky purple eyes. So let me tell you kind of how I do my purple smoky eye. I've been using the light pink shade to set my eyeshadow primer all over the lid, pretty much for any look. Then I have this dark purple shade on the lid, this mauve shade in the crease, and this kind of taupe shade for my transition shade, and then I'll go in with the cream shade for my inner corner and brow bone highlight. And then again with one of these two setting the liner. Usually I use the black one for the purple smoky eye. So I have a lot of progress on this light pink shade. I'm really trying to hit pan. That'll be the last of the shadows that I wanted to hit pan on in my initial goal. My initial goal was to hit pan on these 5 shadows and then also this brown shade. So if I can hit pan on that, that would be awesome. And I have also expanded the pan a little bit on these 2 kind of transition-y shades. We got more pan in the brown. I can't believe how much more pan I have in that dark brown shade, and I'm starting to work a little bit on the black. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there. So last update I did have lighter hair, so I actually went darker, went back closer to my more natural color, which meant I need a darker eyebrow shade. So before I was using a mixture of this shade and this shade for my brows, and now I'm using a mixture of this shade and this shade for my brows, as well as using them to set my eyeliner depending on what color eyeliner I'm wearing. So I'm actually going to go even darker with my hair, so I will definitely be continuing to use that matte black shade. And then the blush, I have been using it. I wear it pretty much every day. I think maybe once or twice this last month I wore a different blush. It's just kind of slow going on the blush. But I am using it, and that's kind of where I'm at. Goals for next month, I'm going to try to keep working on this corner here of the cream shadow, and maybe try and work some of these other shades closer to hitting side pan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I'm just using them as transition shades. And then I want to hit pan on the pink shade, and then just keep working on the dip on the purple shade. So that is it. I'm really happy so far with the progress I've been making on this palette, and I know I'm going to continue to make some more great progress before the end of the year. I don't think I'll be using it up, but that has been going really great, and I did really good with makeup purchases this month. I only purchased one thing, although it was a high dollar item, and that is the Metal Matte palette from Kat Von D. This is a huge monster of a palette. Yeah, just really huge. And it was $60, but this is the only kind of holiday makeup palette that I decided to buy this year, and I have been playing with it a little bit and I love it. So this will be my colorful palette for next year when I am panning the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. So that is it for this month. Let me know if you guys are doing a panning project and how you are doing. I would love to check out your progress because it is so much fun to see other people shop their stash and pan. So thanks for watching.